Do I just need to get off social media or something? Scary. Welcome to Durbania. I'm Durbin, and this is my spoiler-free review for The Circle. Let me tell you what I like best about this. For whatever reason, I just missed the trailers. I think I saw one trailer for this one time, and I'm choking on popcorn. It's coming back up. Saw one trailer for this one time, and totally forgot about it. So it was cool because I went into this movie with an absolute blank slate. I didn't really know what it was. I haven't read the book. I had zero expectations for this. So that helped a lot. And I thought that was kind of cool to go into it with such a blank slate. That said, I really did have a good time. So let's hit those positives. Overall, I think the acting in this movie was fantastic. If you like Emma Watson, I don't think she gives you any reason to not like her. She does a great job playing her character of May. She does a great job of playing this character that kind of drinks the Kool-Aid, and you really kind of sense that in her mannerisms and her eyes, her character, the way she goes throughout this movie. It's like, oh man, you need to wake up to the world around you. So like, she did a really great job with that. John, say his last name?
I don't know.
Finn, Star Wars. Finn, my gosh, his last name's not that hard to say. Anyway, he was great in this movie. Of course, Tom Hanks is amazing in pretty much everything he does. Patton Oswalt was in this, man, and he was great. Like, he was pretty, sinister. And he's Patton Oswalt. I think of him from Parks and Rec all the time when I think of him. But no, he was pretty sinister in this one. And then Bill Paxton. Oh my gosh, I didn't even recognize him till the end of the movie. I didn't recognize that he played Emma Watson's dad who had MS. He was utterly unrecognizable, and that's how great of a job he did. We miss you, Bill Paxton. So all of that was really good. So the performances, the acting was really great. But for me, the best part of this movie was it was the story. The story was able to keep my interest. And as I was watching this movie, I couldn't help but compare it to Snowden, which was kind of the similar, storyline to this. Whereas in this movie, it's the Circle. It's the Circle that's watching people. They're keeping track of everybody through their social media accounts on the Circle. They're trying to make everything be a part of the Circle so you don't go to multiple places to do things. You just go to one place, the Circle. So everything's the Circle. You are monitored in everything you do, which was kind of the same plot of Snowden, not, going to one social media page, but the idea of being monitored in everything you do. But Snowden, to me, was very slow-paced, and while it raised very interesting and serious questions, I just thought the movie was kind of boring. Whereas this one, the pacing was so much better, the characters so much more interesting, that I really got into this one. I was more invested in the Circle. I was very curious to see where they were going to take this. I was curious in the message that they were trying to deliver in this movie, so in terms of that, the movie really did hold my attention throughout this movie. And there's a couple of great character moments that if I really got into details about those, right here, right now, that would be spoilers. But there were some really great turning points in this movie for different characters about what is the Circle and can they really watch us and everything they do. And honestly, one of the things that flabbergasted me about the movie was watching Tom Hanks, Patton Oswalt, and some of these other characters, all gung-ho for watching everybody all the time, talking to Emma Watson. Are you a better person when you're being watched? Or when you think you're all alone? Justifying, putting little tiny cameras everywhere. So, it's just kind of interesting to hear certain justifications for things where I'm like, oh my gosh! I mean, it's not like I have anything to hide, but give me my freaking privacy, man! This is insane! So, it was just interesting the way it kind of stirred me up like that. It's funny, because I once worked for one of those kind of tech companies that's really big and you sit on bean bags instead of chairs. A lot of that was nice, but it's really funny when, customer service has to have the name customer experience, and I don't know. I just thought that was funny and relatable to me personally. If I had to get into negatives, I would say probably my biggest negative was the ending. And of course, since this is spoiler free, I'm not going to tell you diddly squat about the ending, other than I personally found it kind of unsatisfying. That throughout this whole movie, you're being told a really good story. It's raising really good questions that our modern society needs to ask. How addicted to social media we get, how we always have our noses in our phones and things like that. This movie is about that culture. This movie kind of raises those serious questions. And so I guess I'd have to say one of the negatives is it's just kind of the ending for me. I just didn't find it very satisfactory. I didn't think that it kind of closed things out as well. So, I don't know. I guess that's my biggest negative, and that's kind of what sets me back on that. In the end, I'm going to give this movie a B-. I really enjoyed each actor in this movie. I enjoyed the story as a whole. I thought the pacing in this movie was pretty good. It held my interest. So, like, all that stuff was really positive for me. It's just that ending was a little unsatisfactory, which kind of left me a little disappointed. Not completely, but enough. And I don't really feel like I need to go see this again, nor do I feel like I need to own it. So, I don't know. I enjoyed it for what it was, B-. If you saw The Circle, what are your thoughts about this movie? Did you like it? Did you think it raised some good questions? Let me know in the comments. While you're there, hit that subscribe button to become a Durbanian. Next to the subscribe button is that bell. Please click that bell. That way you're notified the moment I drop new videos. Like, Cody and I are finishing up our series going through and retro reviewing the Alien franchise. The odd number Alien movies are here on my channel. The even numbers are over on Cody's channel, so you can check out our reviews. We got through Alien vs. Predator and Alien vs. Predator Requiem. I don't know why I can never say that word. We got through that this week, and then Prometheus, and then we'll be ready for Alien Covenant. My spoiler talk for this will actually be on Matthew V. Haynes' channel, so it's going to be awesome to do that collaboration with him this weekend and be able to talk about this movie, spoilers and everything with him, all kinds of cool stuff. So hit that subscribe button, be notified when that happens. I'm Durbin. Thank you for checking out Durbania.